for today's engagement, and it lights the path as we go forward. We thank you very much for the many issues that you raised, the inspiration and encouragement that you offered to all of us, and the very difficult issues, very complex realities that you requested us to wrestle with. Not mine alone. That you indicate to us are crying out for attention. I trust that when the time comes, and it will come soon, you will be at the forefront of a movement towards amendments to the Constitution broadly, but to those provisions in particular. Two problems arise. One is that we face what sometimes they call the tyranny of the majority, where the majority gang up using their numbers to oppress the minority. That is what we may face. The second is that often when we engage in constitutional reimagination and fashioning, we assume that everybody knows and understands the important value of a constitution. And we forget that we must train and conscientize the people so they understand what a constitution is, what it does, and the dangers with which the process of amending a constitution is fraught. We need to be very deliberate, very intentional, but also very cautious. Let me appreciate the council chairperson for this district, Retabiso Kibadi, all councillors and mayors. I saw somebody who looked like the mayor of Gaborone. I'm not sure whether he is here. Oh yes, remotely I saw him, and I always acknowledge him in a special way. He's a crusader for justice. He goes into shops, he goes into the back rooms and checks the health and sanitation standards to make sure that our health is assured, and that those who handle the food that must nourish all of us do so with due circumspection. Thank you very much for the work that you do and for being here today. You are an abiding inspiration. There is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Lands and Agriculture, Ebineng, who is here today, a very knowledgeable, a very committed public servant, one whom I found there. I did not appoint him. And on the popular grain of thought, whom I should have fired, for the simple reason that I found him there, no other. But I haven't fired him. I will not fire him, because I've also come to realize that he is a committed, very knowledgeable, very passionate public servant. Let me recognize other permanent secretaries who may be with us here. Let me appreciate board chairpersons who are here, board members, chief executive officers, members of parastatals, all of you. I recognize you one and all. Let me appreciate all senior government officials and the representative of the country director for Senfire Moteo Mine. We appreciate your presence and your support for this event, and we trust that you will continue to support this event as it recurs every year, and you'll support other events as well that seek to empower our people. The chairperson of this show, Rempomulo, we appreciate you too. All the farmers, the exhibitors and sponsors who are here with us, members of the media, we appreciate you even as we fight with you. And we will fight with you, because you also must fight with us. Democracy is never enriched from the slumber of conformity, but from the engagements, the robust engagements that, and the rebellious encounters in the wild lands of disagreement. And we must meet there in the arena and engage and push each other hard. We expect the best from you. You are entitled to expect the best from us. You must report without fear, but you must also report without favor. You must report accurately. You must not present and represent your opinions, your conceptions and preconceptions as fact, as evidence, when they are but your own views and viewpoints to which you are entitled. But you err, and you err gravely when you represent or misrepresent your views as fact. And in the process you mislead and you may defame. And when you do that, you discredit, you besmirch the craft of journalism. Thought I should advise in that manner.